There it is, the Eleglide M1 Plus electric bike. Right, first of all, this bike retails for just under £700 in the UK, and in the EU I think it's about €750. And in all fairness, for the money, it's actually not a bad bike at all. I didn't have high expectations of this bike, but I was pleasantly surprised with this. Right, we'll start off with the motor. Now, it's a 250 watt hub motor. It has been EN 15194 certified, which means it's legal to use on the road. Produces assist up to 15.5 miles an hour. This motor is fairly unremarkable. It's like every other sort of 250 watt hub motor. It works. It seems to be reliable. It's fairly smooth. Gets you up hills. You know, there's not more. You know, not a lot more I can say about the motor really. It's fine. It does the job. Next up, we've got the battery, which is a Halon case lithium battery. It uses unbranded cells. I think it would be a bit much to expect LG or Samsung cells in an e-bike at this price. But so I'm getting about 40 miles out of a charge. Today I've ridden about 12 miles to get here, and I've used a mixture of sort of level 1 to level 3 out of 5, and it hasn't even used one bar off the battery yet. Right, next I'll move on to the drivetrain. This is fairly kind of standard at this price. We've got a square taper bottom bracket with an unbranded triple crankset on the front and a Sunrun front derailleur. And on the back we have the 7-speed freewheel, which I believe is 14 to 28 teeth on the back, with a Shimano Tawny TZ derailleur, which yeah, works absolutely fine. Again, it's a fairly kind of standard drivetrain to find on bikes at this price. Fairly unremarkable, but it does gear shift. One thing I did like about this bike with the Shimano trigger shifter. Now, usually on bikes at this price point, they fit the Shimano TX50, which is like the thumb shifter, which it works, but I'm not a big fan of it. But this works all right. It shifts, it goes up and down gears nicely. And you can see, just have a little look at the frame there. It's actually finished off really, really well. I'm really impressed with this bike. For the price, the paint finish is actually really nice. There we go. Right, the wheels are 27.5 inch. Fairly standard. We've got CST all-terrains tyres on about, I don't know, 50 or 60 miles on this bike so far. No punches yet, touch wood. We've got a 27.2 mil seat post, which is like a nice standard size, and a gel saddle, which, you know, it's reasonably comfortable. It's not too bad. And we've got a nice, I think it's a 680 mil wide handlebar, which is actually quite a nice width. These forks are typical on bikes of this price. They're not particularly great. They're okay at soaking up like small bumps and potholes and stuff. They feel a little bit rickety. I certainly wouldn't want to go taking this bike on any serious off-road trails. I think you'd be asking for trouble. I think, you know, if you use the bike as it's intended, more like a hybrid bike as opposed to a mountain bike, I think you'd be absolutely fine. These mechanical disc brakes aren't bad at all. They do the job. They stop. We've got a cadence-based pedal sensor down here. One thing I'd say about the pedal assist, there is a delay when you start pedalling, which is a little bit frustrating. And I was under the impression you could actually alter the delay using the display. If you go to the advanced settings menu, you can actually get to the setting for altering the start delay on the pedal assist, but you can change it, which is really frustrating. Anyway, this is the display. It is the S866. There are 5 levels of assist. That's just going through, showing you mileage, trip. So that's the voltage as it is at the moment. That's the time, not been set. That's current mileage. So yeah, as you can see, it's not a bad bike really. You can live with the delay on the pedal assist. It's not bad at all. I mean, it's got a good battery range. It's quite comfortable. I wouldn't trust the forks off road. I'd certainly, I certainly think you'd be daft to take this on a, on a downhill track. Anything other than sort of smooth single track or gravel, really. But yeah, no, there you have it. The Eleglide M1 Plus electric bike. It's great value for money. I think if you were going to use it as a commuter bike to get from A to B, just to do a 10-mile commute to work in the morning on tarmac, I think it'd be absolutely fine. I hope you like this review. If you found it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it will help my channel grow.